Second battle of the I Choose You finals, Sparta versus Ardiaei. An interesting matchup because this is the exact matchup that Iraklis lost against AK, I believe it was. But these armies are slightly different. So, Heroes of Sparta, bunch of Spartan hoplites. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Spartan hoplites. 2 Tarentines, 3 Citizens, and 4 Gorgos. So the army is different for Iraklis this time. For the Ardiaei, we have 3 Slave Slingers, 1, 2 Illyrian hoplites, 1, 2, 3, 4 Illyrian noble hoplites. That might not be enough. Then we have flanks of mercenary axes, 2 experience, Tarentines, and 2 Illyrian Thoreos. On the other side, 2 mercenary axe, 2 Illyrian Thoreos, and 1 mercenary Tarentine cavalry. So, a lot of hoplites for Iraklis here. And quite a bit of skirmish power as well. It's going to be hard for Ardiaei to break through the Spartan hoplites and get to the skirmishers. And these Gorgos, they are going to eat the slave slingers alive. Tarentines being very aggressive, throwing onto the Heroes of Sparta there. Now the Tarentines are getting chased by the Tarentines of Sparta, taking a bit of fire. For some reason the citizens decided they want to engage here, and they are dangerously close to the Illyrian Thoreos. It seems like they are committing, and it's going to cost them, but wow, they're actually getting in here to the mercenary Tarentines. Still taking a lot of casualties, turning around. The Gorgos are focusing. The Tarentines are just speeding past the Illyrian Thoreos and trying to get at these mercenary Tarentines. And once again, the citizen cavalry gets into the mercenary Tarentines, getting into the rear of the mercenary Tarentines. And they could do some damage here because they have managed to envelop the mercenary Tarentines. And pulling out the mercenary Tarentines are going to be losing men here. They are also going to be able to fire a bit. Look at this. Iraklis really wants to kill those Tarentines. Because the thing is, the Tarentines are the only cavalry units on the field for Illyria, or for Ardiaei. So it's very smart to kill the cavalry, because when the cavalry is gone, the Gorgos are going to have free reign of the battlefield essentially, and that's going to be bad for Ardiaei. And the Illyrian hoplites going into the Spartans here. The Spartans are charging, just got the charge there at the last moment. So Spartans versus Illyrians. Notice that the Spartans are wrapping around the Illyrian hoplites. Could be very important in the ensuing combat. The Spartans are fighting on the flanks, very important. They're in a wider formation. Heroes of Sparta getting double charged by Illyrian nobles. The Spartan hoplites rushing in to plug the gap. General on general action, we're going to see some battle rhythm being popped here by the Heroes of Sparta. They are losing decisively. This is why I don't like Heroes of Sparta compared to Royal Spartans. And look at the Illyrian Thoreos, very cheeky, throwing directly into the back of the Heroes of Sparta, and they're going to lose hard here. And this is interesting. Spartan hoplites fighting against the mercenary axe warriors that have upgrades on them. Seems like the Spartan Hoplites are winning decisively. Yeah, winning. Losing here actually, because that's against Illyrian nobles. But both units are losing, so now it's even. Yeah, the Spartan Hoplites are losing there. So the heroes of Sparta were being pulled out from the Spartan Hoplites, through the Spartan Hoplites, I mean. So that's very smart, because they would die here, they would lose that fight. Still very risky, because they're getting picked apart as they're running out, picked apart by the Illyrian Tereos. But pulling back behind their own lines, behind Gorgos, means that Gorgos could very well snipe these Illyrian Tereos. And the cavalry of Sparta has done very well for itself. Now it's in a position to rear charge, and it's in a position to take care of this delicious blob of slingers. Going directly into the Illyrian Tereos here. The Illyrian Tereos activate cavalry counter tactics, but the citizen cavalry could continue through here. They did knock down the better portion of the unit. Thing is, they don't really need to, because the Tarentines get the charge on all of these slave slingers, and getting a lot of kills in the process. So with the slave slingers off the field, that's exceptionally important. Going hard for the cavalry and going hard for the skirmishers might be the saving grace of the Spartans, because now Gorgos have free reign of the battlefield. You can see the effect of it here. Illyrian noble Hoplites being picked apart, and the citizen cavalry coming in to finish off the Illyrian Tereos that were charged by the Spartan Hoplites. Now Ardiaei is in deep shit. Sparta is winning the flanks, and in the center things are not looking good for Ardiaei either, and I guess they just conceded there. So Iraklis takes it from Altaires. Too many Tereos for Ardiaei, and yeah, the mercenary axe warriors, they are a supporting unit. You can't expect them to go up against Spartan Hoplites and do well. And 3 Tarentines, a bit excessive. I like Iraklis' army here. He got a bit lucky, in my opinion, because this Ardiaei army could have been a lot stronger, could have played to the strength of the Illyrian noble Hoplites to a greater degree. And I think 6 Illyrian nobles backed up by mercenary axes could have done the trick. I don't know the rules, how many melee units were available for this particular matchup, but Celtic warriors and mercenary axes together with Illyrian noble Hoplites could steamroll Spartan Hoplites, as long as the Illyrian nobles go in first and the mercenary axes go in as second line infantry. And you saw the heroes of Sparta, they didn't do too much, but Iraklis is very smart in putting them out. So congrats to Iraklis for winning the I Choose You tournament, and pretty cool that he won the tournament commanding Sparta and a nomad faction. Strength and honor.